Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. SeKo Starcraft here, bringing you a game between Barcode. Just to select the infamous and famous Terran player down here in the center. TVT, funky map for TVT, almost always lends into drops and Banshee play. We'll see what these guys have in store for us here. Do like getting hold of some select replays. He plays a lot of ladder action, so somebody inevitably posts one of the games they go up against him on there, and I appreciate that a whole bunch. That until I get to know the guy better enough, he'll just send me straight his replays. Maybe he's watching someday. Send me your replays. And barcodes. I'm not a huge fan of the concept of barcodes still, but at a pro level it makes a little bit of sense. Just so that way people don't troll you, or particularly stream troll. I think Select used to do a bit more streaming. I haven't seen him on in a little while. Both people are walling off here. We'll see if either of them are gutsy enough to go for something of an early command center. Don't see a gas started yet, so no super early gas for either of these players. And no super early barracks either. There's the barracks. And Select is gonna, oh maybe, looks like he's gonna go for that 15cc. Ultra ballsy, and it looks like it will be a Reaper on this side. Will be a couple seconds off, which is gonna help out with Select a bit. Hopefully he doesn't make it on the low ground. He is gonna make it on the low ground. So I don't know how well this is gonna turn out for Select. Reaper takes a long time to make, but not as long as it takes to build a barracks and a marine. Oh, maybe we'll have two racks Reaper play. I've seen Select hold off Reaper pressure. I don't know if you'd want to call it cheese. Part of me wants to call it cheese. But I've seen him hold off Reaper pressure / cheese on more than one occasion. So we'll see what he's got up his sleeve. It is very interesting that in a Terran matchup he would go for this command center first, just because it's so likely there's going to be some sort of early unit coming out from his opponent. I think he saw... No, he didn't see anything yet. Command center will actually get pretty close to done by the time that Reaper gets there. I'm actually a little surprised. I didn't realize the timings worked that well. Got about 40 seconds versus about 15 plus the travel time. He might actually get it finished up. Now he scouts, he checks likely how much gas was taken out of there. So he should know that there's a second Reaper on the way, knowing there was no factory being made. I like the idea of sending this SCV in the other direction, just because it buys you time. I usually like to run it opposite of where we'll be scouting. Now, Reapers will still just take on these Marines here, so I'm not too sure exactly what Select's plan is after this. It's still just a 1 racks afterwards. Sometimes you'll see people go command center into 2 racks. There's the other racks. For more aggressive Marine play. He won't be able to use this base for a while, but I'm sure he's not as upset about that. Doesn't really want to lose that SCV, and we'll just keep it alive. The other Reaper... it's just about here soon. There are 2 Marines out already, and 1 SCV just to try and, take a few hits so the Marines don't. Wow, really good control from the Terran players. Got 1 hit left, essentially, on this here Reaper. Exactly 1 hit. Pretty good control. Their 3rd Reaper is coming in now, and I don't know if Select's in a world of hurt yet. He did get one of the Reapers at the cost of one of his Marines. He is forcing this Terran player towards his barracks. Oh, almost sick catch there with the SCVs. That would have been pretty cool. Now, there are 2 command centers down, so he's making double of the SCVs at a time, where his opponent is just finishing up his command center now. He was making Marines behind this. Alright, let's look at the units tab here. Select's down by 6 workers. How many did he lose? He lost 7 in this. And his command center, though it is finished, he hasn't been rallying his workers out at all. I'm sure he's going to feel really bad when he finds that out. There he goes. There's enough Marines now to hold back at home. A couple Marines are done. Does go for a scan. Sees the command center, but he doesn't know that there's already a natural down here. So this might give... Barcode Becky here a chance to get a little bit more of an economy lead. Oh, there was 1 weakened SCV down here that will go down. Now Select's tech-wise, he is up to a Stargate, where his opponent is just on barracks right now. Factory's just going down. So we'll see if this is going to turn into some sort of Banshee play. Select's behind. He's got to know he's behind. I'm interested to see what his plan is. Oh, it's another command center. I suppose that makes some sense. Hellion does get shooed away from the Marines. If we look at the units tab now, Select still down by 8 workers, and his third command center is going to be a long ways behind. It's actually going to be a medevac out. This could work out pretty nice. The thing is, he's a long ways off having any type of tech, whereas his opponent has already almost finished stim. Surprised he's not keeping this on the watchtower, just to make sure he can see if anything's coming at him. Third orbital is finished. I think he's still just got those 2 racks. Third one about to finish, engine engineering bay. So, Barcode Becky is actually in a really good spot right now. There is a bunker down, and he scouts the drop moving out. You will not be able to intercept it. Select comes home because, unfortunately, he doesn't have anything else really in place to defend. So much DPS, he'll actually keep it alive. That's pretty impressive. And he does have the option to go for his drop again if he wants. Opponent making 3 SCVs at a time, combat shields, just getting that great macro polish. Select's got a little bit more of unspent resources there. I should be able to carve that down, maybe make a few more barracks. Yeah, there we go. Just so we can start getting that unit production really moving along. Becky's going to be taking a third base. Pretty good timing. Looks like he's fairly saturated up. Could use a few more workers on this base. But overall is in a position to take another. Got the watchtowers in place. Marines spreading out. Likely to just spot if that drop, which is right here, exists. They're still a little ways away from Stimpack here. Just trying to do a little micro there. It's getting a little cute. Now on this side, it is going into Marine tank versus Marine tank. Let's look at the economy. Select's down by about 11 workers here, so really good work out of Becky to keep ahead on his economy. He's getting a bit of a supply block happening right now. That might give Select the smallest of opportunities, and there's nothing in the base. Oh, there it is. I was going to say, there's nothing here to defend. Almost losing that medevac to try and save 1 Marine. But he will get out of there in time. These Marines didn't know to go that way. Looks like he's trying to intercept a drop into the third. Third command center is down for Select as well. He's down by over 20 supply at the moment. Not much of an army. +1's behind. Stim's just finishing up. I think he's only got the 1 tank. No, they both only have 1 tank. Yeah. So Select's going to take some aggressive positions here, and I don't mind that. Just to help him get a little bit back into this game here. Being aggressive is going to at least help, hopefully, stop him from getting too run over. Barcode Becky could probably go for a drop or something of his own. See if Select knows this is coming. See how his spotty senses tingling. His tank's in the front. He's going to lose it. Pretty good pick off there from Becky. These Marines are going to head home. Is there another tank ready yet? No, there isn't. Some idle SCVs as well. Looks like Select's a little bit flustered in this game. Sees what's coming at him, and he really doesn't have much of an army in position right now. 1 tank is sieging up. Good control out of Becky there. And I think that's just going to be GG. Tanks in position. And yes, there's the GG, and Select taps out. That was an interesting game. There was almost completely equal builds. Just that early Reaper pressure caught Select just with the wrong build. And having all those idle SCVs at the beginning was pretty bad as well. Good game out of Becky. Hopefully we get some more games out of Select here in the next little bit. SeKo Starcraft, and we'll talk with everybody later.